Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us north of the old city island of Ayutthaya. We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. There's a few residential houses around, but there's not much else other than some rice paddies and stuff like that. Anyway, we're going to look at a really small ruin today. It's going to be a fast video. We're going to look at Wat Tha Yak, which nobody really knows what that means. It may be like the monastery of the big landing or the Ta landing or something like that. So anyway, it's a small little site that has a lot of mystery. They don't really know when it was built, who built it, or why. So let's walk through here. I'll show you a little bit of the area and we'll look at this small little ruin and enjoy the day. So to get over here, you take this little tiny road over here and then you come down here amongst these houses. There's probably 6 or so houses over here. These are just some of the locals. They have built up in here in these trees. And when you come over here, be mindful because there are some dogs right over here. Whenever I was reading about it, they say that be mindful, carry a big stick to chase away the fierce dogs. So the ruin is right over here, and there's no signage or anything to get over here to it. You just got to come out here. Now this is so dry, it hasn't started raining yet, so all the grass is dead and brown and nasty looking. So here is the site itself. Now when you read about it, the only site I found that gave me any information was a site called the History of Ayutthaya, which is a very good site that kind of talks about these old ruins like this. And they say they came over here, they were looking for one of the tax collecting stations, and they found this completely at random. But it is a registered historic landmark. But they don't know who built it. They say they interviewed all the locals. They don't know where the name came from. And they also don't know who built it. They think maybe the Burmese built it whenever they came in 1767 and sacked the city. There's some bricks kind of strewn about, and then there's just some houses over here. And there is a fairly large building over there. I don't know what that is, but that's just a little bit to the north of here. And there is a temple way up there. You can see a gold chetty quite a ways up there. I'm not sure what temple that is. Looks interesting, but you can see this is all just dormant. But what's interesting about this is you can see the styling of the front. It's quite a bit different. It's kind of like a lotus bud shaped, but it has this opening that has a standing figure inside of it. You can see it has the honeycombs up there, and then it has termites all in there. But how fantastic is this? This is just sitting out here. You see they would have had it plastered, and you can see the brick. You know, it is just the normal brick and plaster construction. And then the locals have came and put some little guardians here and some other figures inside. But yeah, what a great little building this is. Yeah, there's nobody to take care of it, so the little top is kind of sloughed off, and you can see how it was constructed. This is really, really different. And they might have had like it was kind of like a little half arch here on the outside that would have came out here. I think we can see it a little better from the other side, and you can see the bricks and stuff that have fallen off the top, and bricks all out here in the trees. Yeah, there's quite a bit of the rubble and stuff like that. That was probably the fanao. But this is what I was talking about. It's kind of like the little half arch on the outside. And it would have been, I guess it would have came to a point. This would have kind of looked like a little moon drop. But you would think that they would have had images, especially facing towards the east. But that image is facing towards the north. I guess it is facing towards water. And then you can see how they slanted the bricks right here. Oh, this would have been super interesting. And the locals have came over here and just propped this up. This is not any of restoration work. This is just them trying to keep it from collapsing down. Yeah, you can see they've stuck the modern Buddha image there. Yeah, so those bricks would have been kind of at an angle and it would have came out. You can see there's a tree right up there. Ah, it's fantastic, but nobody knows anything about it. It's just one of those old ruins, one of hundreds that are out here in Ayutthaya. And I don't know if what would have been out here in the trees, if there would have been other structures. But yeah, they don't know where the name came from. They don't know who built it or when. They just assume. But if it was built by the Burmese, they would have used, you know, the brick from, you know, other buildings that had collapsed. They wouldn't have set up, you know, kilns and fired their own bricks and stuff. They were just here to destroy the city and loot it. And you can see how the little structure is kind of slanted, so it could collapse. But we got to come over here and see it if it does collapse down. And it looks like there was a hole there, so they would have had something built onto that wall. All right, well, that'll finish up a pretty quick little video over here. I was curious about it, so I came up here to take a look at it. I just wanted to take a look at it. I really like coming over here and seeing these ruins that nobody goes to. I mean, as you can see, I'm the only one here. There's no signs. None of the locals come over here, just a few of them that have set up the little shrines to pray and stuff like that. So you got to see something that nobody else is showing you. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you get to see some more stuff like this. And leave me a comment down below. Tell me if you enjoyed this or if you knew anything about it. Definitely tell me, because like I said, I researched and I only found a little bit from the History of Ayutthaya website. So if you know more about it than I do, then definitely tell me. And if there's something else you want to see over in this area, also tell me, and I will do my best to go take a look at it. If it's something interesting, I'll definitely go take a look at it for sure. And until next time, from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.